Hey, Cave Comedy Radio fans, Marcus Parks here to tell you about something that's going on this weekend. That would be January 12th and 13th. Both the Roundtable of Gentlemen and the Last Podcast on the Left are going to be a part of the New York City Podcast Festival held at the Pit, 123 East 24th Street in Manhattan. Roundtable of Gentlemen is going to be going on at 7 p.m. on Saturday, and the Last Podcast on the Left is going to be 3 p.m. on Sunday. If you go to thepit-nyc.com, you can buy tickets or just show up, pay us a couple of bucks, not really sure what it is, $8, something like that. Yeah, come on out, have a good time. We'll see you there. Bye. Here's the Roundtable.
The Roundtable.
Gentlemen,
Aye.
let's broaden our minds.
Lay on, gentlemen, and let them know what's what. Fire at will. It's time for action, gentlemen. Gentlemen of the Roundtable.
What's the topic of discussion?
Civility, gentlemen. Always civility.
You got it. All right, Marcus, you're praying today.
Well, instead of prayer, once again, I'm going to summon a demon.
All right. Well, that's very nice.
All right, anyone who would like to join me in summoning the demon, place your fist on your chest.
Okay.
Once
Right
you have
or
done
left?
On your heart.
Take note that Kevin and I are not doing this.
Kevin's just not paying attention. It's fine.
I'm down with it. I want to get the right side.
And this is for summoning hatred and energy.
Okay.
So, after you've placed your hand over your chest, listeners, feel free to play along at home. Look deep inside of yourself, forcing your hate, sin, malice, and pure hatred, and speak forth these words.
Hello, Seton.
Hey, Seton! You're just in time for the summoning of the demon.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
If you would like to join, place your fist over your heart.
All right.
And, speak forth these words.
I,
Your name.
my name, Holden.
Bill.
Classic Animal House joke.
Yeah. And then I'll take it from here. Just repeat it home if you like. Invoke the spirits who never sleep, and I invoke the hounds who sleep so quietly. I ask thee to lend me your hatred, lend me your fire, lend me your undying and limitless power. Bring me forth the power of destruction. Bring me forth the power to smite down mine enemies, for I am a child of darkness, for I am your name.
Holden.
Bill.
Is this how the Tea Party started?
Now bring forth this power to me. Shall I do thou's bidding? So mote it be.
So mote it be.
So mote it be.
What does it be?
What does so mote it be mean? What is that?
I don't know, but my chi is unclogged right now.
Amen.
All right. Thank you,
I'm
Marcus.
in? You're really
for that
supposed to
sort
say
of-
I'm in at the end of that? I don't know.
Amen. Hail Satan.
All right, there you go. More like
All
it.
right. Well, sitting in here, we have a special episode tonight. Well, first we have Seton Smith. Thanks for being here, Seton.
Thank you, everybody.
And you're always so attractive.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, you're never not attractive.
I work on it.
Isn't that? Oh, you work out
Every day.
Isn't that something fun? You do the opposite of what I do, which is why I look the opposite of how you do. And then, of course, we have Bill
Also the
here.
Negro blood, but whatever.
What's that?
It's also the Negro blood.
The Negro blood. You're gonna get some of that.
You want to say that?
Ben, that's how bad things start.
I can't do it.
No.
No.
All
You
right.
can't get any of that.
You can get it. I mean,
Can you do it
in
without
theory,
going to-
you people have been taking it.
No, you can't.
I saw Django, and I want to take this to Kevin Barnett and Seton Smith. I just want to take this time to say, man, the old times were great. It was amazing. All right.
Yeah.
Back in the day when niggas could kill all the white people with no consequences.
That's what I'm talking about.
I was scared in the theater. I really was. I was the only white person there.
That was the thing that was so crazy about it was Spike Lee was all tripping and everything, but the theater was full of black people. It was nothing
That's right.
but black people in there. They loved
at the
it.
end and everything.
Every time they said nigga, black people laughed in that movie.
Oh my God! There's a nigga on a horse. I died.
It's the funniest shit in the world.
Forever. That was the first time I ever felt black guilt too. By the way.
No, it was the funniest part when Leo DiCaprio was like, when the girl was like, "You want me to treat him like white people?" He was like, "No," and it was funny because you can't treat him like white people. He's black.
Yeah, you definitely have to do a 1 hour session with Professor Dyson after you watch that movie.
And by the way, the first time I've ever heard anyone say black guilt.
All right.
There's a lot of black
There's a lot.
guilt.
All right, let's get to the names here. So we got Jackie.
Yeah. I can. Well, Kevin said I'm allowed to say I'm a I'm a really great nigga.
Okay, well, I think that's fine. That's not
Sorry.
bad.
I feel
mean,
like
you're-
after
you're-
Django, I'm allowed to say it now, right?
Sure.
Isn't that what like
I don't think that was the message of the movie necessarily.
Right. You're not the tiniest white woman. You're allowed to say whatever you want.
You're right.
I mean, it's
I
still-
am Queen Latifah on the inside.
That's right.
Hey, the main thing that's important is conviction. You know, just believe in yourself.
You say it with a nigga question mark, people start to look at you. You know?
Yeah. And then we got Bill in here, who is the father of Doug, who is the lead guitarist of the great group The Cowmen, which is, of course, sung with the lead singer there, Holden McNeely, and the drummer. Is he not the lead singer? And then Marcus Parks on the drums. So thanks for being here, Doug.
We're all lead singers.
Oh my God! Is this going to be like a band
sort of
thing?
the helm, though. It's sort of a front man.
All right, well, let's not have a Gallagher brother situation going on here. And then your father, Doug, your father, Bill, is here as well. Thanks for being here, Bill.
Having a ball, let me tell you. NYC, it rocks.
Bill, you're an old radio man yourself. You used to do some radio for the Navy?
Now I'm the civilian and Navy. Civilian side, they kind of got rid of me a little bit.
Can you give us your greatest morning zoo intro?
Let's see. What did I say? It's 1370 on the dial. You're listening to Wild Bill Austin, yakking at you till midnight.
Was your name really Wild Bill Austin?
It was, yeah.
Bill, let me really get into your brain. How did you ever think of that name?
It was difficult. Let me tell you. A lot of thought involved in that.
I mean, do you think a porn star puts more pressure on herself to come up with a name than a radio disc jockey?
Well, I would have loved to change it to Vicky Bad. That would have been better. Because
You wanted to go with
really
Vicky
enjoyed
Bad.
her last time I was here. I really like that.
Of course, Vicky Bad was the stripper of Pat Dixon's Nearly Naked.
That's right. But my voice was a little bit too deep for that. So
it's very nice to have a professional in the room for once. I mean, these guys are driving me nuts. All right, Marcus.
Well, what about these other two facts?
All right, all right, Holden, are you here?
Fine.
All right, and Kevin, you're here as well.
Yeah, I'm here, man. What's up?
What is wrong? No, you guys were already talking.
No, it's fine. Start the show. It's good.
All right, with
Star
us,
power, but whatever.
with us as always, the newsman Marcus Parks. Marcus, what do you got for us today, buddy?
A man suspected of robbing a Seattle bank was caught masturbating on a sidewalk.
Okay.
And what police describe as a, quote, stroke of luck.
I love that punny, please.
From the Post?
Yeah, it's from the Post, right?
Is there
No. This is from the Seattle PI.
Ooh.
There is nothing that... Yeah.
Post Intelligence.
Yeah. The suspect in a New Year's Eve robbery of a Capitol Hill bank was arrested after a passerby spotted him, quote, having a good time with himself in a doorway on New Year's Day, a Seattle police spokesman said in a statement. The man is suspected of robbing a U.S. bank near the intersection of Broadway and East John Street. Police arrested the man. During a search of his person, they found money crammed into his pockets and hidden in the soles of his shoes.
That's a bank in 2013.
He didn't take that much money if he's not fucking some slut in a hotel room.
I'm with
now,
you
right?
on that, and that's why. I mean, first of all, this are okay. Is there any other profession that is least that you would want to hear least do puns than the police officer? If a police officer is real punny with you, that's upsetting, right? Or like a ticket maid, someone like that. I feel like you can't do puns when you have a position of power. It's it's quite aggravating. And then second of all,
I think it's kind of fun. I think
You
it
think
makes
so?
them more of a real human being. At least if
Puns?
they can make a joke about me while they're arresting me, I'd be like, well, he's a human being.
So they just arrested you for armed robbery, and what sort of puns are they going to be showing?
And you're covered in shit.
You're covered in shit.
Let's add in the layer.
Off.
Yeah.
And then the pun is like, oh, you're in deep crap now, and you're already covered in shit, and you're like, okay, thank you,
I would
officer.
feel like I was in a Law and Order episode. It'd be
You
great.
think so?
Wait, couldn't this guy have ducked in an alley and smoked a cigarette instead of jack off? I mean, I don't.
Well, here's the funny
thing.
thing about it is that he robbed the bank one day and then was arrested for masturbating at 12:30 p.m. the next day.
Which is
Noon!
well, they also assumed that he was happy while he was masturbating. A lot of times you cry.
Yeah.
Bill, I mean, you're on a naval vessel. And when you're on a naval vessel, and
cry a
please,
lot.
you cry a lot, and of course you have to masturbate. There's not a lot of gals around, and so you've physically wept underneath the sea while masturbating, which not a lot of people can say.
It's tough duty at sea, absolutely. But once in a while, you got to do it, and you cry, absolutely.
So what's
good up the mask? I mean, I figure when you're down there, there's a lot of. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not talking to the microphone. I feel like there's a lot of pressure down there. Do you come quicker?
That's interesting. Does it always just go right back into your body?
Yeah, sometimes it goes back inside.
Which is and then you're pregnant, but with your own seed. Yeah, it's very scary.
Feels like a yeast infection situation.
There's shots
No,
for
it's
that.
like caked up, right? Doesn't get some kind of buildup.
I feel like the high of robbing a bank would be a little bit better than the high of just jacking off in the alleyway.
Yeah,
Tough
well,
to
you'd
say.
think you'd jack off more that
It's
night.
gotta be like a different
Yeah.
exhilaration.
Well, you gotta think he probably thinks he's invincible. Man, I fucking just robbed the bank. I'm gonna jerk off at fucking noon, and they ain't gonna catch me.
do whatever I want.
He was feeling cocky.
See, if a police officer says that, you're going to be very
That's
upset.
great. No,
right?
I think it would be great.
Actually, no. If a police officer did do that, that shit would be hilarious. Because think about it from the police officer's side, thinking about what he's going through. He's like, man, I got arrested. On top of that, the police officers were fucking whack. Kept throwing all these puns out.
Being punny cops. Yeah, that's very, very true. So what's going to happen to this guy? And what's the bigger offense, robbing the bank or jacking off in
Robbing the
public?
bank, absolutely. Yeah, it's definitely robbing the
That's
bank.
more
Yeah.
years.
Yeah.
How much time do you get for masturbating in public?
Well, let's see here.
Yeah, please.
I
I'm
can't
very
imagine
interested
it's
in that.
years. Wouldn't it be like a fine?
Something
Wait,
like that.
what did Pee Wee Herman get? When,
Oh, I don't think that he got anything because I don't think that he
Public
was
shame.
guilty.
I don't
It's
think
all
he was
public
either.
shame.
He's a wonderful man.
That's right.
And a national treasure.
Oh, I don't know about that.
That show still holds up.
Yeah.
The
That's
Pee Wee.
Great.
Yeah.
It's still
The
great.
HBO original HBO special one. You ever see that? The live show
No.
we used to do. That's
Creepy.
fucking funny.
It's all creepy too, and I
It
think
is
it
very
really
creepy.
shaped all of us a lot. And it's like
Wait.
if you look back at that shit, it's like, what were they talking about?
But you know, Pee Wee, it was he jacked off in a porno movie theater,
which is appropriate.
Exactly.
That's
He
what
did
you're
what he was supposed to do.
in there.
You scream when you go on a roller coaster. You jack off when you go into a porno movie theater.
Makes sense.
It makes all the sense to me.
I mean, I would be more weirded out by the guy who just went and watched the porno and didn't jack off.
with that massive heart, what a
Because
sadist!
he wanted to just
Sat
see.
there and judged the movie.
Yeah.
Well,
That's creepy.
Well, I found possibly an answer. Of course, I went to the trusty Yahoo Answers.
Of course.
And it says, my friend just got arrested for masturbating in public. What is the penalty? And apparently, the punishment depends on a few factors. It could be anywhere between 1 to 9 months in jail or up to $5,000 in fines.
Which one do you want to take? Seton,
Take that 5,000.
you want the $5,000 fine, Doug?
Yes.
You can't pay that shit.
Jail sucks.
Jail does suck. See, which one are you going to take? You got 1 to 9 months in prison or $5,000 fine, all for just getting your rocks off on a sidewalk.
Oh shit. I mean, it depends. Like what part of my tour? You know what I mean? Like right now.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Like if it was like I got a lot of work coming the next 3 months, so I'd pay the fine. But
And-
if it was like July, yeah, fuck it, I ain't doing that.
Seton, you travel.
You get free meals.
I ain't gonna pay rent this month. Fuck it.
Seton, you travel quite a bit. What's out of all the cities you've been to, what city do you want to jack off in public most in? If you had to choose one city, what city has the finest ladies or whatever you might be into? It's still up for debate.
I've
The
been
sexiest alleyways.
to Fresno State. It was just a nice beach area. I feel like I could beat off and then take a nap, like right on the beach.
That's a good idea.
I've never done that before.
Definitely.
Side note, Yahoo Answers, I really like that website because if you think you got an STD, like go there because it calms you. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like they tell you it might not be an STD, but if you go to like disease.com,
It's
you
an
got,
STD.
It's not only a disease, it's Ebola. You know what I mean? You got Ebola. You got Ebola AIDS, nigga. You gonna do that?
They're always upselling you on these diseases like they're bad waiters in some midtown bar.
Next story up. A court in Plymouth, England was giving a St. Budeaux man a conditional discharge after authorities said that he exposed himself to a 5-year-old girl and other shoppers in the process of urinating in flower beds while making noises like an elephant.
What?
That is the.
St. Budo.
I don't understand.
So he was peeing in flower beds and making sounds like an elephant,
While naked.
and that's illegal.
Kind of fun. Come on. I think that's kind of fun.
Sounded like last Saturday night for me.
Yeah. Were you
I
that
don't want
guy?
to talk about last Saturday night.
What fucking twat wrote in there? He exposed himself to a 5-year-old. That clearly wasn't his intention.
He exposed himself to the world.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that.
He's taking a piss. The 5-year-old walked in on it. A 5-year-old should be fucking being held down by her mom. Fucking asshole
That
5-year-old.
5-year-old exposed her eyes to his penis.
Yeah.
It's not right.
She running around by herself for asshole Mom.
They got it backwards.
The man was 48 years old, and he was arrested for urinating in public view outside a cafe, even though restrooms were available nearby.
Well, he was naked. You
was
can't.
naked.
No shoes,
Actually,
no
no,
pants,
he
no
wasn't
shirt.
naked. I made that up.
Oh, he
was just
wasn't
a man.
naked.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's
That
a lot
was
of
what
naked.
you needed
There's a lot
for
of
the-
yeah. That's what I needed to make myself feel good.
So this is just a guy peeing in flower pots?
Yeah.
But sounding like an elephant.
I mean, that's amazing.
I think it's kind of fun.
And here's what the prosecutor said. This is England, of course. He was spraying urine to and fro into the flower beds while making noises like an elephant.
I mean, it's obviously the poorer parts of England. Seaton, what are you thinking about this
I
story?
wonder, is there a backstory? You know, like did he get like shitty service at the cafe? You know what I mean? 'Cause
Ah.
there's a lot of Starbucks.
There's a
that
bit
have
of a
some hood ass like baristas that I would love to pee in some pop.
I've done the same. I've done the same thing so many times, man. The place tries you pee on the side of the building.
Yeah,
That's what you do.
I'm
Or
with you on
people's
that.
cars.
Yeah, I once a place that fired me. I once walked by while I was drunk. I peed on their door handle, and I was very, very, very pleased with myself.
It's a great place.
There's so many ways to use your piss to get back at people. Listerine bottle, pour out half, pee in that. That's months of displeasure.
That's amazing.
Oh god.
I mean,
That's
Or a
brilliant.
shampoo bottle, too. They never know.
they love it. Bill, you're an old Navy fella, obviously. Did you guys ever do anything like that with the urine? I feel like guys love their pee-pee.
Yeah, we use our pee-pee for sure. I remember a time where I had to work in the galley. And
what's
had to
the galley
serve-
all about?
That's where you have to serve like 90 days
like
to
a
serve
cafeteria.
food and that kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
And so I went up and I had to serve this female officer some cake, and she said, "Go downstairs and get me some ice cream."
Mm-hmm.
You know, I just
Rude, yeah.
I was calling bullshit on that. So
Yeah.
So I gave her a scoop of ice cream downstairs. Yeah, I had to kind of run it across it a couple of times before I gave it to her.
So you peed on the ice cream.
Yeah.
Isn't that something?
It was.
And did you see her take a bite of this
And
ice cream?
she did, and I had my Hawaiian shirt on, and I served
Festive.
to
Was
her,
it
and
Hawaiian Saturdays?
It was, so she took a bite. And she said, "Splendid," and I thought, "Yeah, that's just splendid, all right." Yeah. So yeah, really gratifying.
Oh, how many chicks were on this here ship?
This particular one, we had about 50. So not
50
too
versus how many?
Vice.
I like
about
it's versus.
300, yeah, 300 other guys.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
so I had 50 women.
It's
yeah.
a death match right there.
It was a death match.
Yeah, it doesn't sound good for the women.
It wasn't
Mostly,
good.
they do not like men for the most part.
Yeah.
No, they're
A lot of
tough
lesbians.
Remember from our
broads, definitely.
Thanksgivings
Yeah, we
at
had
home.
Yeah, there was some Baba Ganoush going on.
Yeah.
Baba Ganoush. All right, I wanted to go to Marcus for another story, but what is exactly Baba Ganoush going?
I just came up with that. I don't
Oh,
know. I
okay.
think it's like scissoring it out in the sack with the two girls there. Yeah.
So did you have any lesbian experiences in this naval vessel?
It happens all the time. Yeah, absolutely. It's good stuff.
I mean, I'm pro-gay and all that, but if there's only 50 vaginas to spread around, and then 2 of those vaginas are gonna start fucking themselves, I'll get a little angry. You know?
You would be upset with this scene.
like, come on now.
I feel like being stuck with all those men would make me become a lesbian.
Oh, of
Whatever,
course.
Jack. You'd be like, oh, just fucking tell
Don't
me.
you dare say
That's
that!
true. Yeah, that's you might be
a
the first.
Shiva with the just dicks in your
I
hand.
got 8 arms, right? 8 dicks.
Male rape in the Navy is up ever since Jackie Zebrowski's joined the force. Yeah,
Giving him a porthole.
guys are just really complaining about being squeezed off against their will. No, Jackie, you could suck so many great semen's cocks.
Thank you.
No problem. So what's going on?
And it'll be quicker because the pressure, right?
Yeah, pressure.
That shit explodes, man.
Yeah.
I gotta do that once. I'm gonna beat off underwater one day.
When
That's
are you
my
going to
goal.
be in a submarine?
I don't know. I'm gonna be rich one day.
Yeah, so you just buy a submarine.
Yeah.
Can we all be on the submarine with you?
If you want to watch me beat off, yeah.
Absolutely.
I want you beat off.
Well, this
It'll
next
be
story.
very hard for you to come, and I'm just like, oh yeah, love this.
Buffalo wings in the corner. Yeah.
The Navy's pretty good. The Navy's actually pretty fun.
This next story comes from Ed Larson.
Oh, I love this story.
A woman is trying to catch a man, she says, broke into her barn on several occasions, sexually abused her miniature horses, and then killed the guard dog they trained to protect them.
You mean Holden? They had a bunch of Holdens.
All right. Okay. So I'm dog-like. I understand.
You're more like a miniature horse.
She hired horses to protect She hired dogs to protect the horses.
Yes, she did. Abby Conder from Florida said her miniature horse Joy is traumatized and sustained life-threatening injuries after the man broke in and raped her in the recent attack.
I mean, I feel like I do think that animal rape versus like actual rape needs to be like qualified. We need to like really.
It's terrible.
He's not really a rape. He's an animal rapist.
But the thing is, like, all animals rape each other. That's how it works. They just chase them down, and they're faster
It's
than them.
different
Then
because
they
a
fuck.
human chooses to rape an animal. That's
Yeah,
terrible.
but animals rape all the time.
I give a
Because they're animals.
I refuse to believe this horse like is injured because I don't know if you've ever seen a horse dick before.
That's right.
So
Human
a
dick
horse,
can do nothing.
a horse vagina.
It's very big.
Yeah, horse pussy has to be just as big. So I'm thinking this. She barely felt anything.
Most likely.
Well,
yeah, I think the owner's projected.
Well, she said, quote, she had been severely brutalized. She had been raped both by a man and with several objects.
Interesting. You throw the objects in there.
Here's a picture of the horse.
Really terrible.
A better picture of the horse.
Oh, it's a tiny horse.
It's like a Shetland.
That horse raped somebody?
That horse is asking for it.
Oh, Doug.
Buddy.
That horse is walking
No,
around.
Doug, the horse. You got it confused,
How
Doug.
did that horse rape a human with
It's a nice
objects?
horse.
She was another quote. She was hematomed on the back and so bloody that she looked like her whole body had been put through a garbage disposal.
Now it's getting
God.
sad.
Yeah, this is just
I didn't
getting
read
really
the whole
That
thing.
doesn't even make sense.
I thought a
that
guy
comment.
just had sex with a tiny pony. I don't
No.
like the object.
I mean, a sex with a tiny pony comedy. Bring objects into that, and you really get yourself a sad
think
situation.
about like the objects that are inside of a barn too. Nothing fun to get put inside
No,
of you.
it's nothing
I tell you
soft.
what.
It's all hard and it's all jagged.
I just feel like the sad thing is, Jackie, you and the pony have a lot of similar memories.
I don't know if that's true. Except
I
for
think
the
is-
pony part. We
Yeah.
have the pony part in common.
You know what? Let's not talk about the story anymore.
Next.
All right, well, we can move on.
Kibosh on that story.
I mean, it's just covered in blood. The man's doing a whole series
no,
of
what's that
brutalized.
Kid rape
thing
we'll
is-
talk about for like 20 minutes.
There was no kid rape.
But animal rape, I'm talking
No.
about a previous episode, but animal rape, we get 2 minutes in. And you
Because
Little
you
horse.
raped
Wait a
a
minute, you're lucky
beautiful
that
pony.
horse wasn't a fucking unicorn, because that dude would have got some revenge.
That's true.
That's a good point. Yeah, I just feel like overall very sad situation with this poor horse.
The person's luckily about a lot of things.
Are you talking? What happened to Doug? Did you drug him, Holden?
Yeah, no, he did.
Oh, yeah, the roofies, yeah.
He's sitting over here and he's drunken me.
He's drunk in you. That's pretty amazing.
Well, we can move on to a more lighthearted story
We
if you
could.
like.
Does anybody else have anything to weigh in on the donkey horse having inner rape story?
I heard the story once where a man liked to have sex with a horse, but like the other way around, he liked to be fucked by a horse. Right?
And how did that go for him?
Well, here's the thing. Like, apparently, his boss told him that if I find you fucking a horse again, you're gonna be fired. So I think he fucked the horse one more time, and he had so much bloody injury, he kept it secret and died. Rather than tell people he fucked the horse just to keep his job.
But
And
what
I
a
just
great
think-
story.
It would have been so great if he would have just gotten fucked by the horse and then just be like, I fucking quit and I just fucked the horse and just fucking like threw a bunch of money at the dude's face and ran away.
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
What kind of asshole boss says that? Like,
Don't fuck the horse anymore.
fuck another horse. You can't come and work at McDonald's again. It is rude.
I agree.
I don't know. That's one of the most American stories I've ever heard. Give me freedom or give me death.
I got goosebumps.
All right, next up. The pastor of a St. Aloysius church on Springfield's North End has been granted a leave of absence after he called 911 from the rectory and told a dispatcher that he needed help getting out of handcuffs. Quote, I'm going to need help getting out of these handcuffs before this becomes a medical emergency, Father Donovan told a dispatcher. You're stuck in a pair of handcuffs? The dispatcher asked. I was playing with them and I need help getting out, Donovan responded.
Yeah, I heard about that. That's funny.
It is fun. It's kind of a lighthearted story. You think
Was
it's
he
gonna?
just playing with them?
I think he was just playing with handcuffs and got stuck in them.
don't
That's
know.
not.
There's
You don't think
to the
that?
story.
You think there's more to that, Bill?
There's got to be.
There's not quite. That's not quite the end of it. His voice sounded garbled or muffled on the tape, and sources say that police discovered some sort of gag on the priest when they arrived.
How did he get to the phone?
Fuck that. What's some sort of gag?
These motherfuckers are looking for stories.
Big sock in his mouth.
Yeah, like a bunch of raisins or something. Like
Maybe he had a bunch of stockings.
Chewing on a walnut.
Holden, that's a good point. What kind of food do you want to be gagged with? If you had to be gagged, no rubber balls here. Like
well,
a ham?
I mean, just like a bunch of just like the insides of a banana. But I mean, I'd get done with it real quick, so you'd have to keep stuffing it up in there. But that's just me wanting to eat bananas.
Yeah, it's just how you have
I want
lunch.
soiled panties after she went roller skating. That's
Soiled panties after roller skating.
I wanted that specific.
So we got some,
honestly,
urine.
that's disgusting.
It is disgusting.
It's more sweat than anything.
I'd take some lasagna, some type of food of some
I said,
sort.
what food? Seed says panties.
Yeah.
Why
After
do you
roller
want
skating.
vagina juice?
I don't know. Roller
That's
skating
not
for some
attached.
reason sexy. I mean, basketball that's just kind of grimy, but volleyball.
But you don't even see the girl roller skating. You just have
Wait,
sweaty.
like roller disco or just regular, just down the boardwalk.
Down the boardwalk. Yeah.
Not boardwalk. I'm
Yeah,
talking
like
about disco. I'm talking
disco.
about
Okay, roller disco.
Roll around in a circle.
Okay, yeah. That
What
is
about
sexy.
roller derby?
No, I used to bang one, and
They're very
Well, go into
She
this.
was built then,
yeah,
right?
she was built.
Yeah.
I mean,
Did she? Did
but if
she?
she wasn't built like
tough.
she wasn't like Olympic, like I have a bunch of like muscles.
Right,
like,
right.
Built like, oh man, if I start a farm, I should marry her.
Right, right.
Did she kind of like?
Did she
is
hurt
a donkey,
you?
Is a donkey sick? I'll pull that shit. Like, yeah, that kind of.
I do want to highlight Jackie's Ford Tough joke, which is a great built Ford Tough. So thank you, Jackie. That was very good.
Wait,
built Ford Tough.
Seton, did she hurt you at any point? Like in the?
No, she just talked a lot of shit. Like she
Okay.
would swing. And
Right.
She would
like she
swing?
would swing. Like
I'm glad you're not with this bitch anymore.
What do you mean she would swing?
I mean, like she was like aggressive to the point where like it was always on like that precipice of like if something. If something goes wrong and you think about fighting, you know.
Did she hit you?
No, she liked just to be manhandled.
She liked it rough.
Yeah, she just
I've
liked
been
it.
with some girls like that. How do you feel when they really enjoy it rough? I mean, in your situation, which unlike my situation, they could actually turn on you and kill you, which is very dangerous.
Only that girl. That girl was tough enough. I mean,
how tall was she?
She was my height.
So like 6'1".
Oh wow. I'm
5'10"?
I'm 5'11". So
We'll go 5'11".
She was 5'11".
Okay.
She
Still.
Was,
Do you think she weighed more than you?
Oh,
Come on now, tell the truth.
I don't know.
Maybe.
A girl's weight is weird to me. I don't ever really.
Was that
understand.
call.
here or in DC?
This was DC.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the DC roller girls. I
Yeah,
actually
they
heard
got
they have a
they
very-
got tougher chicks in DC.
They do, absolutely.
Yeah.
And so you had to break up with her because the sex was too aggressive for you,
No. I just because she was too aggressive. She was
just as a personality.
Scary.
She was kind of twatty. That's all.
Oh, she was 20.
Twatty is rough to
For
deal
no
with.
reason. It was just like, come on, we're just going to the park. No, fucking, I gotta make a fight about something. It was really.
Yeah.
Good call.
Always making up. Kevin, you ever been with a girl who manhandled you?
Nah, man. I'm a pretty big dude, and I don't
Yeah.
wear that many scarves as Seton does.
I mean, that's totally true. They are going to attract it.
I had a chick who always wanted to wrestle before sex, and she always wanted to fuck the tool. Yeah.
Wow. Really?
Yeah, she always wanted. Yeah, like
What year was this?
college.
Oh, okay.
You knew her. You know. You would know her. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Wait a minute. Wrestle before sex.
Yeah, we'd
So what do
like
you
wrestle. We'd like all over the apartment just wrestle. We'd just like pin each other down, like strangle each
She
other.
had
And stuff like that.
Strangle each other.
Yeah, definitely. I keep getting with these strangling chicks.
No,
Chicks like to be strangled.
I
Strangle
had sex
chicks
a
not
couple
cool.
times with the girl
Yeah.
who liked to get wrestled with.
Yeah,
it,
right?
it was fun.
They want to
but
manhandle, and you're all sweaty and stuff, and then
Yeah.
it's just like the bone zone, brother.
Wrestling.
Dude, the first time we hooked up, we wrestled for like a fucking hour before we actually started like getting
That's
crazy.
too much work.
and you know
It
what,
was a
Jackie?
lot of work.
You know this girl as well.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Okay.
And do you know who I'm talking about?
Yes.
Secrets the audience is going to want to know. That I don't think we
Should
can
we
reveal.
switch cards now and fucking like?
Bitches are bitches, man. And when
yes.
bitches want to get hit, you got to hit them.
Oh. Well, anyway, so I assume the priest in this situation who was handcuffed and gagged was with a similar girl who liked to dominate.
I doubt a girl. He's a priest. Please.
Who do priests get with the most?
Men.
Boys.
Boys, yeah, also boys. Yeah.
Mostly kids.
Let a boy
They're not
bind and
allowed.
gag him. I don't.
I said also boys, but majority men. I mean,
I
they're
think he was getting with the love of Jesus Christ.
Jesus
Jesus handcuffed him.
Bill, you're a man of wisdom. Have you been with some of these aggressive girls, or is this a new phenomenon? Because I'm telling you, people are getting more aggressive with the porn out there. Sex is immediately like gone from 0 to 60. Kids, the first time people have sex now, it's much different than the first time we had sex, which was like sensitive and like sort of scared. Now they're just very aggressive.
Yeah, kids now think that the logical end to sex is
coming on the face. Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's not. Oh, okay. I didn't. I'm behind them.
You ever watch porn? You ever watch the old porns where they don't come on the face?
I love old porns. It's so much more fun.
I saw one where she came in her mouth and she just kind of dribbled it back on his dick, but all at the same time. And it was almost like watching like Harlem Globetrotter film. You know what I mean? Like,
the game is rigged.
Like watching Ballot and like, that's old shit.
Do that anymore.
Do you think there's a change here, Bill?
I don't know. I mean, you talk about the money shot and all of that. I mean, it doesn't always have to be the money shot at the end. It could always be something, wrestling, I suppose. I guess you can end off of that.
I like to shoot it into a ceiling fan and just let it fly all over the place.
All over the furniture.
Yeah, he gives the paint job, which is really good.
Yeah, it's called the paint job.
Yeah, the paint job.
Are you ready for the paint job? That's what I scream, and then
that's awesome. I'm sure
we were talking about happy endings today. We were in Chinatown. We were talking about like going to get a happy ending for a massage, but isn't that the saddest ending of all?
I don't think so. The happy ending. I mean, for the girl giving the happy ending.
We have a friend that is into that, which is kind of fun.
Who is that?
He wanted to take Henry to a happy ending place, and Henry's
my
out in
brother,
LA.
the one that
No, he
likes
didn't
happy
go.
endings?
He didn't go. No, it's not your brother. But I just thought that was interesting. He does it all the time, and it's great. He gets a fucking awesome massage for like an hour, and then what a better
Who
way
is
to end
this
that.
secret trove of friends that you guys have?
I know a guy too.
I
love the happy
ending
endings
too, man.
Yeah.
I know a couple dudes.
I mean, I'm sure we know the same guy.
I
I'll
got
throw
directed me to one. I tried it once, and
how was it?
Did you finish?
She wasn't Asian, so she really wasn't into like her
Polish.
Was she white?
No, she's black. I found a black chick, and she was definitely not into the happy ending. She was almost like gesturing her head, like, "There's a condom on the desk, nigga. Just start fucking me."
Oh, interesting.
But then once we started fucking, it was like I realized. How much,
so you did start
this
fucking
was
her?
Fucking. This was not even
well,
a hand
she
job.
did the hand job for like 10 minutes, and I was like, "This is fun."
Okay.
But I couldn't get into it, and then like she was like, "Well, fuck me," and then I realized I didn't like rape at that point because she wasn't into it. She was just like, "All right, get it over with."
Right,
she was
right.
like rolling her eyes. Like,
She felt like a rapist.
She's all smoking and
my dick got soft.
It took you that to realize you don't like rape.
It took you until you raped.
No, I was plotting on bitches left and right. And then I was like, you know what, man? I gotta make a life change.
It's like eating 12 ounces of caviar and be like, I don't like fish eggs. I've decided. Well, that's interesting. So you weren't able to finish, and so you just got soft in the condom and then left.
And giggled. And I was like, I'm gonna make a joke about this. And
Yeah. And how did it go?
It fucking bombed.
Yeah.
It fucking bombed.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck, man. So it was just a waste of fucking $140.
$140. That's not bad, really. I mean, that's
That's kind of a bargain, right?
yeah.
It was pretty cheap.
Sounds like a
Yeah.
ripoff.
No.
No, it was like
Obviously,
100.
Doug, you don't know a whole lot about whores.
You have to realize too. He also got a massage, right?
Yeah, this is what. How was the
Okay,
massage?
If you got a
That was fine.
massage,
Massage was like, I'm not a massage guy, so I didn't
No.
really care.
Yeah.
I really was like, all right, when are you gonna touch my dick? That's my whole thing. So I wasn't really into
Oh,
the
okay. You were
That's
just
what you
waiting
were
for
most
the dick
into.
touch part.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And she was an attractive girl with big bosoms and a nice buttocks.
She was.
Yeah.
She was.
Okay.
I think she had a kid recently though. That was
She has stretch marks.
yeah, she had stretch marks. She had that belly that's not. It didn't seem like fat. It just seemed like
It's a pookie belly.
yeah. It had that like
Pookie Billy.
I like the
after
pookie
birth
belly.
ain't all the way out kind of belly.
The money shot at the end was just her squeezing breast milk onto your face.
I think I did. I sucked the nipple once and I did feel like I tasted a little milk. So I was like, you know what, this ain't working.
Oh, that's where you have to continue. That's
There's a lot of
amazing.
things wrong in that situation. Just over and over again. Just like,
wasn't working for that.
was that in the city or was that somewhere else?
This was on the road.
Okay.
On the road. Very good.
I think
like it.
I'm not opposed to trying it.
Yeah?
The happy ending.
And
I
you've
don't know
never
about
done
all
the
that.
Oh, I'm gonna
but-
try again. Oh, I'm
Okay,
gonna try again.
yeah,
There's
yeah.
another.
I think if it was
Do
like
you
some
feel like-
Asian chick who fucking knows the dark arts, and she'd just be like, no, and it would just be like, oh fuck, like that's what I'm down for.
Wait,
you know?
I think you're
What
really
about- I don't know if
stereotyping
Those
there.
exist.
What's that, Bill?
What about acupuncture? Have you ever tried that shit?
Oh, no. We don't bother with that because there's no happy ending at the
There's
end.
no
of it.
happy ending, and it's
You
a bit
can't
of a
come when
drag.
you're bleeding.
They put you fully. I tried it a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
So she comes in and she said, "Look, it's going to be a 45-minute deal." She puts needles all over me because apparently this woman told me my chakra was clogged.
And you're rock hard, waiting for the happy ending.
Yeah, my chakra was clogged. Anyway, so she put all this stuff in, and I said, okay. So then she leaves. I go, wait a minute, where are you going? She goes, well, yeah. You're supposed to relax. And we got the music going on and all that stuff. I wanted her to stay and talk to me. What are you leaving for?
So your version of the happy ending is sort of have a conversation with
Yeah,
you?
a conversation.
Oh, Bill.
PR man.
Oh, Bill. We need to have a youthful intervention.
So I'm laying there, and they've got this funky music going on, and it's hurting in my thigh. It hurts when I move my legs.
Because you have a bunch of pins all over.
Yeah, I got pins
your
everywhere.
back.
Right. So she finally pops in, and I go, hey, this kind of hurts when I move my leg, over here. She goes, well, don't move your leg. So it's really not a good experience.
Zen response.
Yeah, no happy ending with acupuncture.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good to know. It would make it much better. But do they put it everywhere? Do they put the pins everywhere inside
Hands,
your body?
feet, and arms. And by the way, I think my chakra is still clogged.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. I got a hot stone massage, and it was a couple massage once. It was years ago. But
Couples
I was like,
You got a couples massage?
yeah, it was lame. We went on a
your
romantic
ex-girlfriend was
getaway. We went on a romantic getaway.
By the way, was that the woman who cheated on you?
Yes.
Oh, she didn't cheat on you.
What?
Your ex-girlfriend cheated on you?
Yeah, with the masseuse in the other room. No, it's years later. But I'll tell you what. Yeah, she gave it to me. But I was all farty. So it was just awful, man. I'm just farting it up right in her face.
You
and
were
my-
farting?
Yeah, I was all shitty and farty in my
That's
ass.
not true.
No, I'm serious. And she was like, I don't think you're comfortable right now. I'm like, no one is comfortable right now. Like, everyone is upset because I'm farting too much.
You got a hot rock
And she cheated on you? No, I'm sorry.
yeah, my boyfriend just farted the whole time. So,
yeah, she
what's
was-
that? You don't fart during a hot rock massage? Let's fuck.
The day after, she was like, I fucked him because you fart too fucking much. And I was
I mean,
just like,
I think
all right,
that's a
we're
reason.
done.
Buzzkill. That's a buzzkill.
And none for you, Kevin? You never had a pedicure or a massage or anything like that?
Nah, man, I've thought about it. I like Asians and shit. I feel like I try to save them, man.
What are you going to save them from?
No, just save them, man. Just take them out.
You
know?
can't fucking save them.
Get them on battle
They can't
nets
save
and shit.
themselves.
You never seen
I think
Kevin
they're doing
David
fine. They're making a lot of money.
Kevin and David H, he puts on these big angel wings and he takes them out to like a really nice restaurant.
Oh, I
once.
think
Yeah,
Asian
man.
girls are doing fantastic. I mean, they got to see Seaton's wonderful penis. I mean, not in this situation,
No,
but I'm
she's
sure
black.
some will. I know, but I'm sure some will in the future, which is very exciting. I mean,
I
that's the
hope.
thing. Keep in mind, Seaton, when you showed up for this massage and she knew there was going to be a rub and tug later, she was thrilled to see somebody who was attractive.
She did get my number, and she was like, I'm going to come see you do a comedy show
She
one day.
got your number?
That's very rare.
Yeah, I was I giggled.
That's a rare deal.
It is very rare.
That's crazy.
It was.
Yeah.
I was like, you gonna come to my shows? That's weird. Hook up.
She never
But,
did.
That's also the
call her
bizarre
up.
thing.
She's
Be like,
a
how
liar.
was work while I stroked off 10 penises
Marcus,
and
did you
whatnot?
really just pee?
Yeah, that was
Very
amazingly
I
fast.
don't understand how men pee so fast. I will never get it. I don't get it.
Well, we
It's
don't have to
disgusting.
do any kind of wiping or
Yeah,
taking the
just-
pants
you do
off or
wash your
anything like
hands.
that.
You got to shake it, though.
Wash
Okay.
my hands, of course
Yeah,
not.
but still,
I don't
just
want to
the
get
act.
into the. Yeah, I mean, he
sorry.
just peed.
I didn't mean to bring it up.
It was a fast
Stanley,
though.
No, thank you. No. I do the fire hose when I'm trying to do it
You
real
push
quickly.
real hard. You're like, oh, and it
Yeah, it
flies
hurts
out.
a little bit, but
It
it's
does
worth
hurt.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fire hose.
Don't pee on this side of the
I'll tell you what, dude. You guys get the after cum weird piss, right? Where it comes out in two streams and
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh,
That's always
absolutely.
bizarre. No one
Yeah.
talks about that, and then it
No.
happens.
Yeah.
I can't wait to get
Me,
that.
myself, and Irene.
It did actually happen in that, and I was like, "Oh my god, I can't believe they actually fucking mentioned it at one point in a comedy or movie." Yeah, it comes out in multiple streams, hurts a little bit. Also, sometimes my dick gets stuck to my underpants, and I have to yank it off, and it hurts too.
Let's talk more about your dick.
Holden McNeely. Kevin, if you had to have sex with one worker, so you got a chick who like does massages, a female worker, and she does massages, and she gives rub and tugs, a full blown
Sex
prostitute, a sex phone operator, or a
Cuban.
female stand up comedian. Who are you gonna date?
Oh wait, I didn't even realize. Oh wait, so a full-blown,
Like just a
full-blown-
masseuse who gives the rub and tug. Then you have yourself a prostitute, and then you have your phone sex gal, and then you have a stand up comedian girl. Which one is less attractive?
Which one's less attractive?
Yeah.
Well, obviously stand-up comedian.
That's
Obviously.
that's the
Yeah.
bottom of the barrel.
Yeah.
You think so, Seaton?
I don't know.
Have you
Wait a
ever
minute,
been
you
in
don't know
a
what's on the
stand-up
other
chick?
side of that phone sex girl, though. You don't know what she looks like.
Yeah,
That's a
the
good
thing.
point. You do know what the stand up comedian looks like,
Yeah.
and she's kind of
And
funny.
I feel like, I mean, after I come, my mind is so much more different. Like, I really kind of want to talk. right? Like, I hate when girls like try to still talk sex to me after I come. It's like a waste. Like I'm actually angry at the waste of her words right now.
That is
Yeah, because she wants to come, and then you're like, it's done.
No. She comes. No, I don't waste. I eat out a lot. No, they come, but it's
You
just,
eat out.
It's just like now I'm like, no, let's talk about other stuff now. Like stop trying to flirt with me. My dick hurts.
Yeah.
I know that feeling. And so you eat.
So I would not do the sex operator. I probably would do either the comedian or the hooker because hookers have stories.
That's
Like, they got some
They have a
stories.
lot to tell
I was
you.
doing blow in Arizona. I'm like, what? Like, I want to hear that
That's a good point.
Every story that starts with "I was doing blow in Arizona" is amazing.
shit.
It's gonna be good.
It all ends with, and now I'm a hooker. Yeah. Which is really, really interesting. All right, Marcus, let's do
French
news.
toast, bitch.
All right. A cat carrying a saw, a mobile phone, drills, an earphone, a memory card, batteries, and a phone charger was detained as it entered a prison gate in northeast Brazil. Prison guards were surprised when they saw a white cat crossing the main gate of the prison, its body wrapped with tape. If you'll look over here at the screen, you'll see the cat.
Oh,
It's a cute cat. It's a good cat.
Jesus Christ, that's a lot of shit taped to that cat.
Yeah.
And here is a picture of everything that was actually taped to the cat.
God, what did it all mean?
Some drill bits.
Drill bits.
Too.
2
Why
drill
would you
bits.
do that?
I get the feeling they wanted to send it to somebody who was on the inside, and they wanted to have that person
It makes
break out and come
perfect
to the
sense.
outside.
Makes complete sense. Yeah. And their problem was they asked for too much shit.
They,
Yeah,
they did that.
They got greedy.
They got
And this
greedy.
was in Brazil, by the
Should've
way.
sent in one cat at a time.
Right.
Yeah, it made it a
How
thing.
come there's no weed up in there? I don't,
That's a
I
good
know
point.
it's like a
No,
cell
no,
phone
that-
and
Also,
headphones.
get carrier pigeons.
You think that's the way to go?
Carrier
Yes,
pigeons
never
are
a
extinct.
cat. A cat has its own prerogative. You can't
There's
like,
messenger
make
pigeons.
it do something. Yeah.
And a prison spokesperson said, "It's tough to find out who's responsible for the action as
Turns
the
out
cat."
it's the cat.
No, it says as the cat doesn't speak.
Yes.
Yeah, but
Did they waterboard this fucking cat? Did they torture this cat for answers and then finally just come to the conclusion it doesn't know English or Spanish in this
There's
situation?
no like
Portuguese.
Or Portuguese.
Yeah,
I
handprints or anything. There's nothing for this, and so they just terrorize this cat. And they duct tape things to this
I think they
cat.
really blamed the
cat's
victim
fine.
here.
They really should have
The
like
cat can't be.
they could have
fine.
put like
That's
another
fine.
like I'm really thinking like there's so many better plans. They should have put the duct tape in, and then they put another coat of fur over the duct tape. Like, there's so many,
Yeah.
I
That
mean, you
would've
have to
been
kill another cat to do that, but
That's fine. They're already
necessarily.
duct
I mean,
taped.
they're-
jail. What the fuck? You know how shit you got to do in Brazil to go to jail?
That's true.
Fuck, you ever seen City of God? That movie scared the fuck out of me.
oh god,
I'm never gonna see that movie. I'm
Great
never
movie,
going to Brazil. Ever.
Yeah,
Like, the
yeah.
women are hot. I don't give a fuck.
Holden, I'm in prison because I've committed no crime. I was falsely convicted, and you have to send an animal in with like a nudie magazine so I can masturbate properly.
Oh,
What
you gotta
animal
send
you
an
gonna use?
animal in, right?
Yeah. What
Oh,
animal?
okay. Well, I mean, first comes to mind is just fucking toss an alligator over the wall. Because honestly, it's going to take them a long time to fucking get that thing calmed down.
Deer. You
Everyone's
tape
gonna be
it to a
afraid of it.
deer.
Tape it to a deer. That's the
deer.
answer.
Yeah, I feel like deer is the answer because they don't have that much fur, so it's not going to rip off a lot, and they can they can antelope their way over the
Nah,
wall.
stuff an alligator into a cannon, an old timey one.
Shoot the
Yeah,
alligator
I
over.
got a feeling there's going to be a lot of cannons and catapults involved in everyone's plan.
Absolutely. Stuff them in a cannon, light the end like you're in a Tom and Jerry cartoon, and fucking shoot him over the wall like that.
I want
Yeah.
to commit like a federal offense just to have you get me out of it. I can't wait to get out of prison via Holden
They'll
McNeely.
never get you out.
I saw this on the, MSNBC. Apparently, like crackheads, they'll put crack into like shit. Oh wait, I'm not talking in the microphone. All right, my bad. The crackheads will put crack into shit. Why is this spit guard here when this is so much easier not to have it here? All right, here we go.
Mark's is going to kill you now.
So, fucking. Anyways, they'll put crack into like paint and then paint a picture and then mail it in like it's a kid's picture and there'll just be a painting of crack.
Wow.
Shit like
yeah,
that.
but then you got to smoke
brilliant.
paint. I guess if you're already smoking
Yeah,
crack, it
smoking
doesn't
crack,
matter.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's fun.
You know,
It's better
Brazil's got a
crack.
really bad crack problem right now.
Do they? Really?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, it's
Brazil?
horrible. Yeah, and also AIDS.
I heard about the AIDS.
Yeah.
You know,
In
I was
fact,
researching.
it's jail.
Well, in fact, we
Kill
talked
them
about
off
on Roundtable
faster.
about 2 years ago that Brazil, there was a big porn star AIDS epidemic, And the porn star had just come from a shoot in Brazil, and it brought AIDS back from Brazil. Because, you're watching all that Brazilian fart porn. Remember, all those women have AIDS.
Fuck that, man. I don't know if you ever seen the Brazilian volleyball team, the Olympic volleyball team.
Oh, no, it's fantastic.
I'm not going to waste a condom in that situation. Fuck it.
I don't know, man. Have you seen that Brazilian hurdler?
I got no AIDS.
You'll use a condom.
I'm using condom.
No, we can't lose another great American to AIDS, Seton. You have to use condoms when you have sex with random people.
You know what, though? My stock will be real high if I
If you got AIDS.
That's
the
like
thing.
5
Yeah.
years. What?
Yeah.
I'll be a Freddie Mercury level? What?
You'll be like Arthur Ashe.
And you'll totally get to do Make-A-Wish Foundation and beat off in the bottom of a boat.
That's great. Yeah, you could do that. You know what you should do, Seton? Get AIDS.
I might do that.
And then you can have a foundation. The Seton Smith Foundation for progressing the AIDS epidemic.
Magic Johnson's life has been pretty astounding the last
He's
20
buff
years.
as shit.
He has so much.
Do you
hair.
just get to look like Magic Johnson if you have AIDS?
How long was Magic Johnson out of the spotlight when he got it? From the time he got HIV until he was back to like sports
I
commentary?
think it was a season and a half.
Yeah.
No, I mean, because he came back.
He came back 4 times. I think he was out of the spotlight for about 6 months because then he played the All-Star game that year.
Yeah.
Still, and then.
And by the
he
way,
was on the
can we
Dream
say
Team
this?
Too, so he was busy.
A lot of folks with this Magic Johnson crisis, this was, 1991?
Yeah.
And no one knew anything about AIDS, and it was mildly rational to not have him play a game where you're rubbing up against a bunch of people full of sweat. You never know when you can bleed. I mean, it wasn't as if it was like the biggest issue on earth that he wasn't allowed to play basketball for a couple of months. Because I thought it's very dangerous. And
God, that
people
was
back
in
then did not know.
1991.
Yeah,
That's
no
a
one had
long
any
time
idea
ago.
how you were going to get AIDS. And there was a bunch of different people who got called like homophobic because Isaiah Thomas was spreading the gay rumors. And a lot of folks were like, oh, I don't want to play with him. And then they got demonized. But it's like, you don't know what AIDS is at this point. So I thought that was just kind of fun and blown out of proportion. And Magic Johnson is officially the greatest survivor of all time.
Social commentary from Ben Kissel.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Bit of a controversial stance, but Bill, you're with me. Thank you.
Wild Bill.
Wild Bill, give us one more segment before.
Oh man, you know what? One time, the funniest radio story I think I had was for myself was a little buzzed up and started the radio program.
What were you drinking on?
It might have been a whiskey. Yeah, might have been a whiskey. And the song was the Hollies, long, cool woman in a black dress.
Okay.
Right? You're familiar with this?
of course.
Yeah, so anyway, started the show. It's Bill Austin yakking at you till midnight. Stand by for the Hollies. And I'm kind of buzzed like I am now. Stand by for the Hollies. Long black woman in a cool dress right here on 1370 KAST.
Nice. You worked AM.
Yeah, my version was way better.
Yeah.
Long black woman in a cool dress.
That's
and all of
right.
a sudden the phones start lighting up. They're like, what'd you say? And I thought it was great. It was a great blooper. It was a very smooth segue. One of my favorite radio bloopers for me. Yeah. Good stuff.
Nice. Bill, can we edit in this question? So what's one of your favorite radio bloopers? we edit that in before that.
And by the way, I think first time the word blooper has ever been used on this show.
Blooper.
God, I love
kinda
that
old
word
school,
so
right?
much.
I love it.
Blooper.
Sounds like Looper.
Apparently, niggas been used constantly on the show.
No, definitely.
Mostly by Holden.
There you go.
He's got those sweater vests, he just can't help himself.
I know it. It's sad.
Love my sweater vest. Ooh, what's new in the news?
We got something from your home state of North Carolina.
Yeah, it's probably going to be racist and upsetting.
A man in Denver, North Carolina, said he was so distraught over the death of his 17-year-old pet snake that he shot the cabinet that contained his Dale Earnhardt collection of memorabilia.
Dude, Dale Earnhardt, dude, fucking rules, man. That guy's amazing.
God must have
NASCAR,
needed a
brother.
driver.
That's kind of stupid. He's dead. It's not like you're gonna make more memorabilia. That's where you have to be really
Yeah,
angry.
definitely.
To fuck that up, it's like me fucking up my Marvin Gaye collection. You know what I mean? He ain't coming back. He ain't making more albums.
How the snake died, however, is up for debate. Gary Wayne Erickson, who you will see in this mugshot right here.
Oh, yeah, that is straight up North Carolina right there.
Yeah.
Right
It's a
there.
white fella, good
Yeah.
beard.
He says that he shot the snake after it was dead. However, he was arrested Sunday and charged with killing it himself.
I mean, it
Whoa.
makes more sense than shooting the snake after it was dead.
And the snake was named Anonymous.
That's wow.
That was the name of the snake.
I don't want to go the race angle with the whole North Carolina, but I'm sorry. The whole You know, he was already dead before I put the bullet in him. That's the oldest.
And I agree with you. If he would have shot a black fella, they would have agreed with
He
him.
had snakes.
They
Black
would
people.
sympathize with
Welcome to North
snakes.
The
Carolina.
1912 explanation right there. Black fella died. I decided to put a bullet in him. See if the bullet worked.
We hung him after he had a heart attack. That's what happened. Yeah, I promise.
And this happened right outside of Charlotte, where you're from. Holden.
Yeah, okay. Where at? Does it say specifically? Or
Denver.
Denver?
Yeah.
North Carolina?
Well, it was covered by the Charlotte Observer.
Yes, the Charlotte Observer. Definitely read it. Never read the movie reviews in the Charlotte Observer. I always went by, if the guy liked it, I wouldn't go. If the guy didn't like it, I would go. That's how bad he was.
Nice.
Yeah, he's a fucker.
Well, he told
Yikes.
this man told NBC Charlotte that he couldn't bury the snake because, quote, the other animals would get him.
Is that true?
What does that
Was
mean?
that a Texas thing too? Did you not bury? Would other animals get to the dead?
Oh no, I just buried him deep.
Yeah.
Real
That thing
deep.
you dug a lot of holes.
I was very good
How
at
does
digging
he
holes.
say shooting him makes him not have to bury? It's still a snake body. If he shot him, doesn't make sense.
It was a 17-year-old snake that he took care of for 17 years. The snake may or may not have been dead before he shot it. Why is this man arrested?
He was arrested for animal cruelty and discharging a firearm.
If
He
that
was-
python would have gotten loose, the cops would have killed it.
yeah.
So weird. I don't think that's right at all.
Yeah, that's weird, man.
And it
And
could have
his
hurt
stories.
other people.
What's
Yeah.
that?
It could have hurt other people.
could.
Dude, I
I mean,
saw a
cops-
python bite my buddy's dad's fucking hand. It fucking swole up to it was a nightmare, dude. He had a lot of snakes, though.
You can't shoot in North Carolina?
No, you can shoot, but you can't shoot your animal. I
Yeah.
mean, we hear these stories quite regularly here on the program, and
There's
we constantly
weird
have
animal laws.
issues with them.
Which
If you-
is fine because there are a lot of situations where they are constituted. This is not one of those situations.
I
Yeah.
highly doubt it. I highly doubt it. I mean, Kevin, what do you think? This guy should not be going to jail for killing a 17-year-old python that he took care of his entire life, right?
Not at all, man. Snakes ruin the world. Read the Bible.
That's right. Biblical truth by Kevin Barnett. I mean, that's what we're talking about here. Snakes are notoriously, cooped up with the devil.
Yeah.
I mean, the cops should be thanking him.
Well,
for-
clearly, if you raised him for 17 years, I think that should go into the process of whether he's guilty or not.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, come on, what the fuck?
I mean,
what's
the fact of the
bullshit
matter
is
the
that-
guy just wanted to get a girlfriend for the first time in 17 years.
No, he has a wife, and this is what's even sadder: is that him and his wife, they have 2 cats and a dog, and they can't have children.
Sad.
Yeah, so they're very attached to their pets.
I guess so. I mean, attached
I
enough
feel
to
like
take
on
it
that
out.
enough, you shouldn't arrest him.
No, you shouldn't. I mean, how long do pythons live?
I can check.
Check it out. Do
I
they-
mean,
Not
at
only
the
just
very-
that, man.
I mean, at least
Yeah, Google
17
that
years. We know that.
Now, Bill, you're a father. You've raised people past 17 years. Can you see the 17-year-old python? It's in the teenage angst years. It's loving twilight, and you're like, "Fuck you, python! I raised you to be a proper python.
Where are you going
I'm
with
going to
this?
shoot you in the face." I mean, you can relate to this fella's emotions, right?
Yeah, maybe a little bit, but
I mean, how bad is it to have a 17-year-old? You've
I don't
raised
know.
something
You've
for
never
17
had
years.
girls, though. I feel like 17-year-old girls are like
They're the worst.
Bill has only had 2 boys, and I feel
Girls
like
would be the
7-year-old
worst,
boy-
I think.
Like,
Yeah, absolutely.
I would shoot a 7-year-old girl in the face more than a 7-year-old boy.
At what moment in time,
I didn't
Bill, was
feel
there ever a moment
as
when
harsh
Doug was
as-
17 or
Well, yeah,
or the
there
other
was
stuff?
a moment. There was a moment. I received a call about 11:30 at night, and it was one of those recorded things, and it said, "Will you accept a collect call from inmate Doug Austin?" And,
Interesting.
At that point,
Doug Austin would
yeah,
be
at
the man
point, I was
sitting
a little
across
bit
from me
tight.
right now.
yeah,
You're
good
like,
story.
Please do
but,
it quick. His
yeah.
friend Holden is sending an alligator in to retrieve him right now.
Yeah, anyway, it was just a little overnighter for Doug, but it was one of those nights where, it was a little bit tight.
If you had a gun, you would have just popped him right in the face, right?
Yeah, I was a little upset. Yeah, to say the least, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So
It was
this-
just breaking and entering, though.
that's a huge thing.
What the fuck? I thought it was like a DUI or something.
Doug, why were you arrested for breaking and entering?
I was investigating ghosts
He was.
at the old Florida Furniture Factory. It was supposed to be the most haunted place in Palatka, Florida.
Did you find any ghosts? Doug?
I brought a special lady friend there, and I had my crowbar, and I had my tape recorder.
Well, wait a minute. Stop. Because this is what I asked Doug.
Yeah.
So first of all, Doug spent the night in jail because I didn't know anything about bail bondsman or anything like that. I had no idea. So I called Doug and I said, "Well, I guess I'll see you tomorrow." I don't know anything about bail bondsman. So when I asked him about this crowbar, I said, "What's the deal with the crowbar?" Because this place he didn't have to break in. All these crackheads are always in it. He goes, "Well, there's crackheads in there. I thought I might have to thump one. By the way, and that's a felony rap." So anyway, we made it all go away. That's a longer story, but Doug spent the night in jail. He had the orange jumpsuit. Apparently, he got a nickname. They gave him a nickname. Was it Cornbread? Cornbread. Yeah, Cornbread was his nickname. Yeah, funny story, but we were a little tight that night.
Yeah. Not loving him. Well, if you would have shot him in the face, I would say just as I think this fella.
Oh, did you bone the girl?
No, it was bed night. Nah, it did not happen. For me.
She was buzzkill. She didn't spend an inch in jail.
Oh, really? She got off, huh?
Doug did the one night hard time.
Me again.
Wait, she never talked to you again? You went to jail for this bitch?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and say, Doug, that if we were dating at that time, I would have fucking been in jail right next to you.
That's right.
Because I would have punched that cop in the face.
He's a hero, everybody.
And by the way, full disclosure, Doug and Jackie, boyfriend, girlfriend.
There you go.
right.
So you heard it here first.
All right. Any other news stories, Marcus?
And now it's time for a segment from Holden McNeely.
All right, we're gonna make this lightning fast. It's word association. This is gonna be really easy. I'm just gonna go around. I'm gonna say a word. You're just gonna go around in a circle as fast as you can and say the first word that comes off the top of your head.
Oh, no.
I'll start with Kevin on this one, and then I'll rotate it each time. All right. So let's.
What?
Sounds like a lot. Yeah.
It's a no.
Just
say
do
a
word association.
I'll say the word. I got it.
All right, cool.
And each round, I will score a win. How many rounds are we doing?
Like 4 or 5, depending on how
4 or
fast
5.
this goes.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And I'll give everyone. I will declare a winner after every round.
Okay. Tornado.
Potatoes.
Oh.
Ben. Go.
Oh, the same
Yeah,
thing?
we're going around
Oh,
this circle really
Irish.
fast. Irish.
Kentucky.
Helen Hunt.
Raccoon.
Doug. Kansas.
Bill.
Raccoon definitely wins.
Interesting.
Absolutely.
So are we supposed to be playing with tornado or potato?
Tornado, but I feel like
But
the
he
other
said
words will influence what you said.
I think I think it should be. I think everyone should go off the last person's word.
Go off the last person's word. Okay.
Yeah. So follow along.
Yeah, because I'm just going straight
That's what I thought we were doing anyway.
They got time, man.
Yeah, it's
That's
sort of
better.
Wait, you said raccoon off of Helen Hunt?
I did.
don't know why, but I like it.
All right, Ben. This time we're starting with you. Okay. Mohican.
Sasquatch.
What?
Fat people.
Fat people.
Henry Zebrowski.
Cheesecake.
Doug.
Cheesecake Factory.
All right.
My parents.
Kevin says my parents. Where are you at?
Ben.
Hey, Sasquatch. It's a square.
Sasquatch. Very good. Very
He's real, by the way.
semi-racist. Okay, cool. Doug, stay hot in the ball. All right. You're right after your dad. Okay.
I thought.
All right, Seton.
Got drunk as shit.
Actually, yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Everyone gets drunk.
Grenade.
Rambo.
Oh.
Ooh, Sylvester Stallone.
Screwdriver.
Phillips head.
Well, oh shit, yeah, man. Tax.
Tax?
Tax with a question mark ends the round. So,
Bill again.
Bill again.
I would have gone Mick Foley is what I would like to say. I was just expecting tax, like thumbtacks or
No, tax with a question mark ends the round.
That was good.
tax, government tax. I mean, I have no idea what kind of tax I was talking about.
All right, Jackie, we're going to start with you, okay? Jackie, we're going to start with vagina. Jackie, vagina.
Bad.
Cheesecake.
Doug. Cool Whip.
Diabetes.
Wilford Brimley.
Old white man.
Old white man. Who gets it?
Kevin.
Yeah, that was good. I liked old white man, though.
That's a bad.
Vaginas are good.
No, they're bad.
I really like
They're
white man.
very bad.
I like them.
Wait a minute. You said vagina. I said cheesecake. That's going to
No,
be some
he
penicillin. Should have been the next one.
No,
Probably.
he said vagina. I said
Oh,
bad.
okay. Got it.
A bad vagina would probably need cheesecake and penicillin.
Okay. Got it.
But you're first now, Bill.
Yeah,
Oh,
Bill, you're
hey,
up.
just wake me up here.
You're up.
Coat hanger.
No, I have to say the word.
Your idea.
I have to say the word.
He looks at his only son and then imagines his wife shoving a coat hanger up her
Well,
vagina.
let's
All right,
not
Bill, we're-
talk about it, shall
I'm
we?
just saying.
Oh,
I knew Daddy doesn't need to think about these things.
It's amazing. All right, Bill. I'm gonna give you the word. And you go off of it. Strawberry daiquiri.
I would say peanut butter.
All right.
Okay, bread.
I mean,
Jelly.
is this a good game? Yeah, what did you say?
Jelly.
Jelly. Vagina?
Okay.
Yeast infection.
Oh, fleshlight.
Doug gets it.
Doug gets it. Doug gets it with bread.
All right.
Now, Doug, we're gonna start with you. So it'll be easier.
a bad
Spin you
idea.
to Kevin. I'm loving this game. It's my
We're all very
favorite.
drunk.
All right.
I'm sober as a cat.
Well, you're always fucking sober as a cat.
Not always, man.
All right.
He hurt.
He's
Doug-
he's never fucking sober. This is the first time I've seen him sober in like 6 months.
You fucking kidding me? He's always fucking sober on this thing. Are you drunk everywhere else, Kevin
He's drunk on
Barnett?
stage all the time.
I'm
Stage?
upset.
Yeah, on stage. Oh, remember that fucking Lenny Factory set over the summer?
Oh, that was great.
All right, Doug, you're up.
All right, Doug. Karate gi.
Karate belt.
Karate Kid.
All right, Seaton.
Karate cat.
Ooh, Jackie Chan.
Carotid artery.
Big winner. Beautiful. And that takes the round. So I
twist.
think
It's a
did
twist
Bill
to
win?
That's
Oh God, no one can catch up with Bill right now. He wins with 3.
Bill, close this out. Can you close out this show as you would
Close out with
out
that.
your
It's
radio show?
your wild Bill.
I gotta tell you, great pleasure, great podcast. I do listen from Jacksonville, Florida. Appreciate you guys letting me sitting in. I certainly appreciate spending a lot of great time with my son Doug and all of his friends. And I love NYC.
That's Wild Bill signing off.
Bill Austin.
Good time.
Can you say wild? That's wild, and that's Wild Bill Austin signing off.
Wild Bill Austin signing off from NYC.